Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1410 and this is part B, and we are here with our Barnett family. This is Theo Barnett, and he has just cooked up a little bit of potato and onion soup for his family, and we are just going to go ahead and call everyone in so that they can have a little bit of a meal. It's currently about 4:30 a.m. Everyone is just going to have themselves a little bit of a bite to eat. And then we'll probably go ahead and get Theo to go outside and start dealing with some of the chores here at the family house. And then I will probably have to get him to make a little bit of a cake, assuming we have enough ingredients to do so, because as we know, in the last episode I had told you guys that we were going to be celebrating Viviana Barnett's birthday. So as we know, Viviana Barnett, which is this little one here on the bench, is going to be aging up into a child today. So we are going to be celebrating her birthday. So I am just going to have him come on out and we will have him deal with some of the chores. So it does look like there's a little bit of plants that need to be weeded, and we also need to take care of the animals. So we'll have him collect the eggs, and it looks like we have some that can hatch, as well as cleaning the coop, and we'll have him scatter the feed. Also, we will need to milk Mocha and Muffin, but they're currently getting a little bit of rest. So we won't be able to take care of them until obviously they kind of wake up a little bit. But I am going to have him just go ahead and take care of a little bit of the chores here around the house now that he has gone ahead and had his meal. I'm going to have Greta and Kelvin just do a little bit of cleaning up, and they can pick up some of the dishes that are kind of lying around here in the house, and that will be fantastic. Why you can't do that? Okay, I will clean that up for you then, I guess, if you can't pick that up. That's not a big deal. So it does look like we did get a special egg from the coop. What did he get? He got a blue egg. We'll just sell that. And he got a hatchable regular egg, so we'll put that in the fridge here. And then we don't have anything that we can plant for our winter season, it doesn't look like, so we hate that for us, but he is just going to go ahead and start cleaning up a little bit. I'll put this food here in the fridge, and then I am going to queue up for him to go ahead and do a little bit of cooking. Maybe he is able to make a little bit of a cake. Yes, he can make a sponge cake. So I'll get him to make a sponge cake for Viviana, and we'll get that all squared away, and he'll be able to be making that for her to obviously go ahead and celebrate her birthday here. So that'll be wonderful. So we'll have him make that sponge cake, then we'll pop some candles on that, and she will be able to celebrate her birthday, and we'll be able to age her up into a child. I absolutely love it when we have our birthdays to celebrate. We know Theo obviously is not a fan of the birthdays. He dreads the birthdays because he feels like whenever birthdays come around in this family that he loses his family members, and I would say that he is a little bit paranoid about that. But as we know and as we have witnessed, unfortunately, that really does come to pass in this family. He does lose a lot of people that are close to him. He's lost 3 women to childbirth. He's lost several children as well. So I think it's fair that he feels that way. But birthdays are a thing. They happen. So, I mean, there is really no way around it. But we are going to finish up this cake here, and then we will definitely go ahead and we'll celebrate Viviana's birthday here. So let's go ahead and add some birthday candles to this cake. And then we are going to help blow out the candles with Viviana. So he's just going to go ahead and grab up Viviana here, and we are going to, oh no, that didn't work. Let's try this again. Grab her up, and we are going to help her blow out her candles, and hopefully she is going to be able to age up into a child. We obviously will go into cast with her, give her her makeover, and then we'll give that a roll. But happy birthday, Viviana. And let's go ahead and see her age up here. Are you going to actually walk her all the way around the house? Please don't do that. Look at, he's like, oh no, please don't let anything bad happen to her. And we are hoping that nothing bad does happen to her, but I don't really know how that's going to go. She's just wandering around. But why don't you go ahead and age up now, little one? Okay, let's see you age up. Come on. Time for you to age up, Viviana, into a child. All right, so Viviana has aged up. We are just going to randomize her traits. She got cheerful, naturally smelly, and I'm going to take this one away because it's obviously not one that kind of works. And let's give her goofball. And for her trait, we'll give her social butterfly. And let's go ahead and jump into cast with her and do her makeover, and then we'll roll to see how she fares. Okay, so here is Viviana Barnett. This is what she looks like as a child, and this is her outfit. And we are going to go ahead and roll the dice for her and see if she is going to be able to age up successfully to a child, or if we're going to have to take her away from her family. For that, she can't roll a 3 or a 9. So we are going to go ahead and open up the dice for her and give that a roll. So for that, let's go ahead and we are going to roll the dice and see if she is going to be able to successfully age up. So let's go ahead and give that a roll. She rolls a 13, which is a successful roll. She is going to get another 28 days on the calendar. So congratulations, Viviana. You have done it. And we are going to go ahead and jump back into the game. Okay, so we are back in the game here. And as you can see, it is currently Christmas. It does look like we do have some celebration things that everyone wants to do. We want to do a family dinner, do some festive lighting, have a festive spirit, give some gifts. They do need to go to a holiday ceremony, so I am going to go ahead, have everyone travel to attend the holiday ceremony. Theo can take the big kids off to the holiday ceremony, so we are going to go ahead and have them head off to do that. Obviously, the little one is not going to be able to go, so we'll just send Regina off to daycare while everyone goes off to that holiday ceremony there. And we will let them go ahead and mark that off as something that they have done for this holiday here, which will be great. Now, as far as their family dinner, I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but you know, at least they'll be able to have a couple of things that they're able to do. It looks like the Grim has come to steal some of our chickens, which we absolutely hate. So we may have to actually get us some more chickens. I may have Theo go ahead and check some of these chickens. And young adult. Okay, we don't have any. He's taking 2 already. So we may go ahead and purchase 2 more chickens when he gets back. Because he's taken 2 and we'll replace those. But other than that, we'll just go ahead and let them continue on with their holiday ceremony celebration that they're attending. And then when he comes back, he can purchase a couple more chickens and take care of the goats. So I will get him to go ahead and milk the goats when he comes home. And then he is going to purchase a couple of more chickens here. We can purchase a black hen, and we're going to purchase a black rooster. And I'm going to have him collect the eggs and clean the coop because there are some things that need to be done here at the house still. He has already done that once today, but it looks like it could stand to be done again. So we'll have them go ahead and do that. And I will see you when they get back from their holiday ceremony. Okay, so now that everyone has arrived back home from the holiday ceremony, it does look like Theo is pretty scared from the Reaper. I think that's pretty much to be expected considering the fact that, you know, he's lost a lot of people to the Grim. So that makes a lot of sense that he would be a little bit nervous about the Grim being here. Kelvin has also gone ahead and gotten the mail. We have a couple of toys here and we have some bills. So I'm going to give the bills. Can I give the bills to Dad? No. Well, crud. How do I get this out of my inventory? I don't know. But I'm going to put this milk in the fridge that we got, and it does look like we got an orange egg that I'm going to go ahead and sell. And we are going to figure out how to pay these bills. I can't, it seems, give the bills to Theo, so I'm not sure how we're going to really take care of that. But maybe he can pay the bills. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get him to pay the bills. All right, so he's going to pay the bills, and that will take care of that, so that's great. So this family is just going ahead and taking care of the things they need to take care of here, which is wonderful. We have already fed everyone that needs to be fed. I'm just going to add some more birthday candles to this cake so no one eats it, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge so that we have it for the next birthday whenever that comes to pass. And we are going to go ahead and head over to see our Atgun family. I'm sorry, I said the Atgun family. It's not the Atgun family anymore. It's the McFergus family now. So we're going to go see our McFergus family, our main household, and see how they are faring. We have arrived here in our McFergus family, and as we know, we have recently married. We did have a problem with our help and the fact that Lulick was flirting with the Scarecrow, so we are going to have to keep trying for that. As we know, Arlene is currently pregnant. She is eating for 2. She will be in her second trimester in the next 6 hours. It does look like everyone's needs are in pretty good condition. I am going to have her try to talk out her relationship fears with her husband for the simple fact that, you know, she is upset over how he was flirting with the Scarecrow, and so that has caused her to have some issues. I don't know if we can fix some of these things, but I would like for them to work on their relationship a little bit, and I would like for them to, you know, be able to talk about their fears and, you know, or well, her fears. So if she can do that, that would be really, really great. Discuss healthy relationships. She needs to talk to him about her fears. She can have a deep conversation with him and compliment his appearance. Oh, they've decided to autonomously go and woohoo. I mean, they do this a lot, so I'm not worried about it. I did say that in the last episode, I said that if we started having problems with Patchy, that we would get rid of him. As you can see, he's not currently on his post, so I'm not sure where he is. But if we start having problems with Patchy, we will obviously get rid of him, and we'll tell him, you know, we'll just sell him. Basically, I'll just go into the inventory and I'll sell that so that we don't have a Patchy, because I'm not going to allow Arlene to basically get divorced over a Patchy. Like, that's just something that's not going to happen. I also am going to be sending them to attend the holiday ceremony as well. I definitely want them to be able to do that today so that they can get credit for some things that need to be done. Once they're done with their little woohoo here, I will go ahead and get Lulick to come and clean the coop, and he can collect the eggs and scatter some feed. She is going to milk Pumpkin, and then we're going to have to tend to our garden as well. We obviously need to do a little bit of weeding, it looks like. So I'm just going to have her go ahead and weed the area and make sure that everything's looking good. Our garden actually is looking pretty decent. We had planted some more things in our garden in the last episode. And so these rows here are almost completely full, and then we put some pear trees down. So our winter season garden is looking pretty decent. I'm not going to complain. We do obviously need to take care of the bees as well. So I will probably have her go ahead and collect some beeswax, and she can maybe bond with the bees also, just to try to get that relationship up for these bees. Now, I don't know if there's a whole lot else that really can be done with Lulick, since she's doing majority of the things here around the house. So I'm probably going to send him out and let him go hunting. Obviously, I want him to get as much as he can in the way of, you know, hunting things. So I'm probably going to send him out and let him go, and he can go hunting, and then he can go and he can collect some firewood, and he can get some things that we need for the house. Now, I may also get him to collect a little bit of seawater, and obviously she can use all of those things for cooking. The logs, like the firewood, we can use for doing things with cooking as well as making crafts. So that'll be fantastic for us to go ahead and have those things, whatever we need for the house here. So he is going to go and take care of all of those things. As you can see, this death flower is currently sprouted. here, which is good. And our grow trees are doing fantastic as well. They're actually ready to harvest, but I'm not going to harvest them yet because it isn't currently time to harvest in the game. It looks like our harvest is not until this day here. We only harvest once a season, so. But once she's done with the bees, I will probably go ahead and send her off to the holiday ceremony. She can just go by herself. And then when he's done with his hunting and going to collect seawater and going to collect some firewood, he can then go off to the ceremony as well. So we'll let him go and do what he needs to do for his ceremony, things that he needs to do for the ceremony. So she's going to head herself off and go attend the holiday ceremony. She wants to make sure that she gets that done as well as she can. It looks like the only thing that she doesn't actually care to do any of the Christmas things. So she's going to obviously get credit for them, but she doesn't really care for anything. He does like doing festive lighting. So, I mean, he's going to wish that he could do some festive lighting. I don't really know if we have any way to do festive lighting, but it is what it is. It also looks like we have Kalina, who has learned how to laugh, and Lulik has reached foraging level 2, so that's fantastic. We love that for him. The fact that we have gained in some skills for Kalina is really, really great. I am loving that she's gaining in her skills. So it does look like Kalina is cautious. She's going to be a collector. She's gassy, she's alluring, and she hates wake up time. But so far she has learned to roll over to her tummy. She's learned to roll over to her back. She's learned to lift her head. She's learned to reach. And she was born at home. She's learned to laugh. She's learned to coo, and she has smiled. So those are the milestones that she has currently reached in her life so far. So she's doing pretty good with her milestones so far, which is fantastic. But we are going to just wait for everyone to come back home from where they're at, and then I'll see you when they return. Okay, so it does look like we have Erlene back from the holiday ceremony. She's feeling really good about the fact that she went and attended that. Kalina is feeling pretty sad. It looks like she is also quite dirty. So we're going to have Erlene come on up here and she can clean her up. I'm going to have her come up and change her diaper. Oh my goodness, Kalina has learned how to sit all by herself. Wow, that's impressive. All right, so we are going to have her come up here and just, can you stop messing with the bees? Come up here and change Kalina, and then you can maybe even, let's check and see if she's hungry. She is. So we'll feed Kalina, and then we can obviously put her off to bed. So we're just going to take care of little Kalina here and make sure she is good to go. And then we'll put her off to bed so that she can get a little bit of rest because she's feeling pretty tired. And it is time for her to have herself a little bit of a nap. And I do think once she takes care of Kalina, she's probably going to want to get herself a bite to eat. Erlene is not really hungry, but I do think she'll want to start at least getting some food cooked up so that we can have herself a little bit of a meal. So we definitely will get her downstairs and get her cooking up some food here so that everyone will be able to eat something here in a little bit. So she's just going to go ahead and feed her daughter, and then we'll put her off to bed. And then I'm going to come down here and see what it is that we can actually cook. It looks like we can possibly make nothing on the meal section, but we can make nothing on the pie section. Roasted chestnuts. No, I don't really want to do that either. Pantry foods. We can make boiled eggs or scotched eggs. All right, let's do a party size of boiled eggs. That'll be fine. And I guess we're just going to eat light today. We'll have us some boiled eggs, and she will go ahead and get those started up here, and everyone will have a serving of some boiled eggs. It's better than nothing. It's even better than gruel. So we'll have some boiled eggs, and then she won't be starving any longer. It's definitely not a family meal, but that's fine. And it does look like Lulik is back home from going hunting and everything. And so we will go ahead and check and see what he got. So he did get 3 buckets of salt water we'll put in the fridge, and he got 2 small rabbits. So we're going to go ahead and cut that meat up, and he has the 2 eggs that he got. So we do have some low quality red meat now, as well as some rabbit meat. So that's fantastic. Now we'll have some things for us to be able to go ahead and cook with. Lulik is just getting himself a little bit of a bath. And it looks like Arlene has decided she does like cooking, so we absolutely love that. Sister Cassandra's wanting to come over. No, that's not happening. So she's gone ahead and grabbed herself a serving of those eggs, and once he's done with his bath, I'll have him come and grab himself a serving of these eggs. Actually, he was like, I'm not even going to finish my bath. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm just going to go ahead and have a serving of these eggs really quickly with my wife, and then I can, you know, finish up a bath afterwards. And she's like, how did your day out go? And he's like, it's really, really good. I got us some really things that we really needed. And she's like, good, don't forget that you need to go out to the holiday ceremony. And he's like, okay, I will definitely do that. So once he's done having his meal, he's going to head off to the holiday ceremony so that he can obviously get credit for that today as well. And we'll just clean up after him here. All right, so she has cleaned up after herself, and she is going to go ahead and head off to the washroom. Looks like everything is really going well. I'm going to have her go ahead and do some cross-stitching. Can you not do cross-stitching? Yeah, let's do this cross-stitching. There we go. All right, and he is just going to finish his... So we're going to sell this certificate with Timur, and we'll put her certificate with Lulik up on the wall. So she is just going to finish this cross-stitching, and then I'm probably going to have her go ahead and check on the laundry. I think maybe they might have a little bit that they have to do for the wash. So we'll get her out there doing a little bit of the wash, and then she can probably head herself off to bed. I know she really does want to wait to see when Lulik gets back, and she wants to spend time with him, but also she's pregnant and she's feeling pretty tired, and so I do think that she's going to want to probably get as much rest as she can, considering she is in her 2nd trimester. She will be in her 3rd trimester in 22 hours. So I just think it's possible that she's going to be like, as much as I want to wait for him to come home and spend time with him, I get tired so easily. And so I do think that she would probably sit here and try to do as much cross-stitching as she could, but I think that her energy would start to kind of wear down, and she would think, you know, it's time for me to go and get a little bit of rest. And truth be known, once he comes home, he's going to want to get a bath, and his energy levels are pretty low as well, so he'll probably just follow her off to bed too. Considering it is already about 7 o'clock in the evening, I just personally think that everyone's going to start heading off into bed as well together. Look at Pumpkin jump around. So happy. So happy. So currently she is just searching the pockets to see if she can find anything, and she did. She found 57 simoleons in there. That's really great for them. And so she's going to go ahead and get this wash going, and then we'll get that hung up on the line. She'll then probably need to go ahead and replace the water. It does get pretty grungy pretty quickly, so we'll go ahead and move this laundry over to the clothesline, and then she can replace the water. And I do think she still has some flowers in her inventory that we can add some additives here. Let's see what we've got. I think we do have some more daisies. Yeah, we do. All right, why don't you go ahead and grab yourself another bite to eat, and then you can head yourself off to bed, Arlene. Lulik is just about done with that holiday ceremony, and then he's going to go ahead and come on back and head himself to the washroom and off to the bathtub, and then we'll get him headed on off to bed as well. So she's just having herself a little bowl of stew here, and then we'll head her off to bed for the evening so that she can get herself a nice bit of rest, considering it is getting late and she is getting pretty tired. Lulik's home, and he's like, okay, I am feeling pretty good about the ceremony, feeling pretty good about all of the progress that I made today. I'm thinking everything's gone really good. He's feeling pretty happy. Oh yes, what a wonderful ceremony. It's important not to forget what this holiday is about. And going to that ceremony really helped Lulic remember that. Okay, we absolutely love that for you. So after your bath, you can also get yourself a bite to eat, and you can then go yourself off to bed as well, sir. And everyone's going to rest easy for the evening. And then in the morning, it will be the last portion of 1410 here. And we will be seeing how everything goes. I really don't think we're going to be seeing Arlene head into labor, for the simple fact that she'll be heading towards her 3rd trimester, but I don't think that she'll actually be having the baby until 1411. So we will be waiting for her to have that baby in 1411 part A. And so that's something that we'll have to be looking forward to in that part there. But we are really excited to see her continue on with the progress of her pregnancy, and it would seem that these two are getting along really, really well in this marriage. They are really starting to have a nice little routine set up, which is fantastic. They haven't really had any more problems marital wise, which is great because I definitely don't want that happening. But he's gonna go ahead and get himself off to bed, and I will see you in the morning when everyone wakes. Okay, so it is the next morning, and as you can see, Arlene is up. She's just trying to go ahead and wake up Kalina, because as you can see, Kalina has a pretty dirty nappy on. So we are just gonna go ahead and wake her up here and hopefully get her changed. Hopefully, if we can get her to wake up. Kalina, honey, please wake up, she says. And Kalina's like, I don't want to wake up. And she's like, come on, honey, you have to wake up. Mommy needs to change your nappy. She's like, come on, wake up for mommy. Come on. Kalina's like, I don't want to wake up. She's just like, I definitely do not want to wake up. Let's see if I can get her to wake up, because honestly, okay, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get her to come on over here and change her diaper. She is feeling really gross, really, really gross. We are going to change her, and we are going to make sure that she's all cleaned up. Mom is also going to give her a bath because she has not had a bath, and I think it would be good for her to have her first bubble bath. And so or first bath, whatever. So we are going to go ahead and change her diaper, and then we'll give her a bath. I'm going to go ahead and get Lulic up, and he is going to repair this sink for us because it is busted up. So we'll go ahead and get him up and let him fix that. And as you can see, Arlene is showing she is, as we know, going to be in her 3rd trimester in 13 hours, and she has some morning sickness this morning. So we hate that for her. But she's going to go ahead and change Arlene here, and then we're going to Kalina here, and then we're going to give her a little bit of a bath. So Lulic's downstairs. He's getting the handiness skill. He is working really hard to try and repair this sink. Look at him. He's like, I mean, these are the things that I have to do. It's just the things that I have to do. As a husband, you know, I just have to take care of these things for my family. So we are going to go ahead and give Kalina a little bit of a bath. What are you doing? Give Kalina a bath, and then you can clean this toilet. She's like, I will not give Kalina a bath. You certainly, most certainly will. She's like, I'm going to clean the toilet first. All right, why don't you go ahead and help with the laundry here? It's looking pretty gross, and she's going to give Kalina a bath, hopefully. Will you please give Kalina a bath? I think she would really enjoy a bath. Kalina's like, I refuse to have a bath. Unload and hang the clothes on the line, sir. Okay, maybe he can give Kalina a bath, because she's certainly not doing it. Look at him. He's like, I'll do it. Oh, she just threw up. She must have just been feeling way too sick to actually be able to give her a bath right now or something. I don't really know, but she was like, I just can't find it in me to bend over that tub right now and give that little girl a bath. But he just reached parenting level 1 from giving her a bath, so that's fantastic. All right, so she has had her first bath. We absolutely love that, and it does look like she wants to go ahead and be friendly with Lulik. So we are going to let her do that. And I'm going to have her be friendly with him. They're going to just discuss some interest together. She's learned that he likes to garden, and he's learned that she likes romance. Okay, we love that. So these two are obviously getting a little bit closer. I mean, I think they're already pretty close. He does want to ask her out because, you know, she's his crush, but I mean, they're married, so I don't know where they're gonna go or what they're gonna do, but that's fine. Why don't you go ahead and come over here and practice this guitar? I'm gonna have her come over here and practice this one. Kalina's like, you could put me down and let me explore the house. I can scoot, you know. So both of them are getting a little bit of practice in, and Kalina has learned how to blow a raspberry. I think that's fantastic. We have not done any of our chores today. I am going to need to get them out here. We're going to have to check on everything. It does look like we have some more garden things that need to be weeded, and we need to apply some mite treatments to our bees. So I probably will get her to stop doing that and come out and deal with the garden. And we have some things that need to be evolved. So we'll have some evolving going on. And we're going to check our chickens and see how we've got that going on. So yes, she needs to also clean the coop and collect some eggs. So we'll let that take place. I am going to have him come over here and harvest some prairie grass. I don't know where Pumpkin went, but whenever we find Pumpkin, maybe we will do a little bit of, there's Pumpkin, milking. Yes. So she did go ahead and get some eggs. We'll just put those in the fridge. And she's going to sell that cross-stitching pattern that she did. And then we'll put the milk that he got in the fridge as well. So he's got about 6 prairie grass in his inventory. I'm going to have him come harvest this one as well. I was kind of hoping that he would find some nice goodies in the prairie grass, but it doesn't seem like that is the case currently. He hasn't found anything really other than just prairie grass itself. Oh, he found a tomato. Okay, great. We can't plant that, but he did find a tomato. So these two are now doing some romantic actions, which is great. She still wants to talk about her fears with him, which I have not been able to find that option, but that is something that she does want to do. What can she do? How can she tell him that she wants to share some personal thoughts with him? Oh my gosh, Kalina just learned how to crawl by herself. They're going to woohoo again by themselves. Where are you guys going to do that? Back in the crypt again? Oh my gosh, these two have reached romance level 3. They can now whisper about their desires. They will feel less awkward after woohoo, and they will not feel tense near their lovers anymore. Okay, that's great. And yes, they are going to the crypt to woohoo. They have left Kalina alone. Kalina, who now can crawl by herself. We love that. She's just learning these milestones all by herself. You'd think she were independent, but she's not. She just is amazing. Okay, she is just amazing, Kalina is. And she's starting to get really hungry, so when they are done woohooing, they're gonna have to come home and feed this little girl. So we'll have her come home and feed Kalina, and you can come home and do whatever it is that you want to do, but yeah, maybe you can check the mail. That would be great. And she's gonna come home and feed her little girl. Look at her, she's like, I mean, you also need to eat something because you are, you know, pregnant and obviously feeling a little bit hungry. So feed your little girl and then you can feed yourself. And Lulik, honey, are you at home? Yeah, you are. Okay, great. All right. Go ahead and feed her. That is great. So we're going to go ahead and let her feed her, and then she's going to grab a serving of these eggs. Lulik, honey, why don't you go ahead and grab a serving of these eggs as well? Tamurs, come over. All right. I mean, you can go ahead and come on in, I guess. So Timur is going to go ahead and say hello to his daughter. He's come over to see Kalina. As we know, he is her dad, and I think he would want to come and see her. So I'm going to have her go and see her dad, and she's going to... Ooh, can you babble with him? And can you smile at him? And you can babble some more at him. Come on over here and babble at your dad, Kalina. And then you can watch your dad. Oh, she can bite him. Go to the bathroom and quit playing the lute. Look at him play with her. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh, she's crying. She's like, why are you doing that to me?
Penerf Lazamba. Hish. Frongabibs.
I really did want her to bite him. I thought that was going to be really cute. So, obviously, this is her dad. They're friends. That's her father. She's fascinated by him. And what a bliss this new baby brings to Timur's life. He loves her with his whole heart. Oh my gosh. That is so cute. I mean, they're super cute together. I was really hoping that he'd, like, pick her up. But, you know, she won't tell him to do that, I guess. Can she bite him? Honestly, it says chomp. I want her to bite him. No, she can't. She's telling him to help her up, but he won't pick her up. So, I guess these two are not going to pick each other, or like he's not going to pick her up. She is now learning another milestone. I don't know what the heck milestone she's learning now, but she's learning something. Timur's like, whatever. Oh, she's learning her first word. Okay, great. All right, so Arlene is in the bathtub and Lulik is out doing some bird watching. We love that. I am just going to have Arlene go ahead and come and comfort little Kalina, and then she can put her in her crib. I think she is probably feeling a little bit tired. So she's going to go ahead and put her off to bed. She is starting to feel a little bit tired here, and, you know, I think that is, you know, probably why she's just a little fussy. Just a little fussy. Just a little bit. Look how cute they are. Okay. Yeah. She's just going to go ahead and take her off to bed there, and we're going to let them do what they need to do. So she's like, let's go ahead and tuck you off into bed, Kalina, and I'm going to obviously let you get a little bit of rest. I'm glad you got to see your dad. That's so great. And I, you know, love that he came around and all of that. That's, you know, really good for you to be able to have seen him. Where is Timur, honestly? Where did he go? Did he leave? I have no idea where he went. Someone's gonna put this baby to bed, right? Arlene? Oh, he's outside fixing stuff. Okay, let's just send him off. And Arlene, honey, put the baby to bed. There we go. Go put her in her bed. No, that is not her bed. She's like, I can't put her to bed because I'm too busy flirting with my husband. Honestly. I wish you'd quit washing the dishes so that he would wash the dish. He's supposed to wash 3 dishes for his job. How's he supposed to do that if you keep doing it? Someone put this baby in her bed. He's like, I've got it under control. That's not her bed. Put her in her crib. This poor child can't go to bed. She's so tired. She's like, I'm tired. Why will nobody put me to bed? Because they are awful parents. That's why. Okay, seriously. Put her in her crib. Now that she's upstairs, maybe they'll put her in her crib. I'm going to see. He's like, let me see if I can put you to bed. No. No. Nobody wants to put you to bed. Put Kalina to bed. Please, Lulick. Be a good dad. Oh, good job. All right. So he has finally put her into her bed. And we are going to go ahead and take him on downstairs. He's like, oh, sweet girl, just take yourself a little bit of a sleep. It's fine. I am going to get you to do a little bit of cooking, I think. What can you make? You can make chunky vegetable stew. Let's do it. So she's going to make a little bit of stew here, and I am going to get Lulick to come and clean up this mess, because as we know, he needs to clean 3 dishes for his job. He's currently on, or he can take currently, family leave. I don't know that I'm going to make him do that for the simple fact that I want him to still go to work. Oh, he did clean dishes 3 times already. Okay, great. So he's going to wash that dish, and then he's going to head himself on out to work. It's time for him to go off to his job. Now, for his truly accomplished aspiration, he needs to play an instrument for 6 total hours, and he needs to achieve level 5 in a musical skill. So he's currently at level 1 in one of the instruments. He still needs to play. So we're going to have him continue playing either the lute or the guitar, either one, so that he can obviously make that, meet his aspirations there. For Erlene, she wanted to have a romantic partner. She needs to go on 2 dates. So maybe they will be able to go on a date at some point so that she can meet her soulmate aspiration here. And as we know, she doesn't have a job. She is just a at-home mom here. So can you come and resume the stew, please? Come resume the stew. And she'll continue just taking care of the home, the farm, the children, those kind of things. So she won't be working outside of the house here. She's going to have her hands full with the babies. So there's that. But that being said, we have entered into the very last portion here of our story in 1410 Part B. And we are currently in our 3rd trimester and should be able to give birth at any time. But honestly, we'll be giving birth in the first part of 1411 here. That's when we're going to be seeing Erlene go ahead and give birth to this little one, which is going to be really, really exciting. And we will be welcoming another little one here into the McFergus home. And I can't wait to see what it is that her and Lulick have. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge, where we are going to be welcoming in a baby McFergus. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.